Hello and welcome back to even more Vintage Cube. Okay, in this pack we got Wheel of Fortune, Oracle of Moldiah, one of my favorite green cards. Being able to play extra lands, now that's an ability I can get behind. Windswept Heath, Miscalculation, Moldrifter, and that's about it. I guess Metalworker, but I don't think you want to first pick Metalworker. It's good in some decks, but you really need to have like a ton of artifacts to make it work, and payoffs. So what can we do here? There's like a couple different directions we can try and go. First is take Miscalc is probably the safest pick. Just having cheap, like interactive spells, I keep saying this, is so good in Cube. Because people keep trying to build like these clunky decks, myself included. And just taking like something like Miscalculation to just disrupt their plan. You know, followed up with like a cheap creature like Thief of Sanity. That keeps getting advantage or Dark Confidant. I'm gonna take Wheel of Fortune. I don't know why my timer went down so fast. I was gonna go through it and I had like no time left. I think Miscalc was the correct like technical pick if you're trying to win, but I like Wheel of Fortune. What happened to my timer? That was weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm taking that. Sorry I didn't get to explain the rest of the pack, but the technically correct pick would be like Miscalc into Cryptic Command. What I'm going to do, since I like drafting for fun, is take Wheel of Fortune. This doesn't necessarily have to be Storm. Wheel of Fortune is good in like a big mana deck where you just like empty your hand and refill. You could play it in like a weird burn deck, although generally you want to, just do damage with your creatures. It's good in Reanimator because you like discard your hand. If you have big guys in your hand, you can like then replay them. I don't know. We'll figure out what it can do, but drawing cards is fun, and that's why I play Vintage Cube. So we're going to take that. Simic Signet gives us mana, which I kind of like. Mana plus card draw is a good recipe for success. So we're going to take that, passing on like Snapcaster Mage and some other things. Ooh, okay. I think Fallen Shinobi is, the more I play with this card, just like the higher up the rankings it's going for me. This card is absolutely busted. Not for this deck, but in general, it's like, it's just really, really good. We can take Factor Fiction and try and wheel Yawgmoth's Will. If Yawgmoth's Will wheels, then we know we're in a good lane here. And we're not passing too much else. I guess Thoughtseize is also like a really nice card. So if you're going like cheap interactive spells, probably taking Thoughtseize and trying to wheel Shinobi, at least given the current way people are evaluating this card, like it's probably going to come around, even though I think it's just completely insane. Ooh, okay. Past in Flames versus Memory Jar is kind of interesting. I'm going to take Memory Jar because we have Yawgmoth's Will and Past in Flames to try and wheel. And with Wheel of Fortune Memory Jar, Brain Freeze gets a lot better because both of these make your opponent draw 7 cards. So you can Brain Freeze them out in like, if you cast Wheel, that's effectively, this counts as 3 Storm because it mills them for 7 and it's a Storm card, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take Memory Jar though. Wow. Jace, Vryn's Prodigy, very good. Can flashback some of these cards. Urza gives us mana, which might actually be better because mana is the limiting factor, plus it makes an artifact. Arid Mesa is good, I mean it's fixing, and then Bolus's Citadel I like a lot. I want to tinker into a Bolus's Citadel and Storm someday. I kind of want to try out Urza instead of Jace because, there's no, I don't know why they didn't put the 3-mana Planeswalker that makes artifacts when you cast non-creature spells in the cube. That would make Storm way more fun. Like, just put her in instead of Narset. It's so upsetting. I think Jace is better, but Urza is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna take the better card. It's also cheaper. Like, there's a lot of reasons. Ooh. Okay, we got Metamorphose. We also have 1,000 Year Storm. Oh boy, I want both. I don't know what to take here. Like Metamorphose is so good with 1,000 Year Storm. I think I'm gonna take Metamorphose because I'm trying to get Past in Flames and like Yawgmoth's Will, things like that. Chain Lightning will help if we wheel 1,000 Year Storm. That is a very late Thief of Sanity. I think last time I was drafting the cube, I thought this card was not good. Having played with it, it's pretty nice. Just any like cheap creature that effectively draws you cards over time is great. Like Dark Confidant is good. This actually gets in for damage, which is kind of good too. We're gonna take Chain Lightning though. Desperate Ritual versus Orzhov's Signet. So Desperate Ritual is a lot better if we do get Thousand Year Storm back, which I think is kind of unlikely, but Orzhov Signet is double off color. This is a lot better if we get Urza, but this can tap for mana anyway, so I'm just going to take the Ritual. That is a late Unburial Rites. Probably not going to be doing that. I think I'm going to take Batterskull. Incinerate would be nice if we like knew we had Thousand Year Storm, because like extra burn spells just get better, but sometimes you just need like an alternate win condition when you're playing Storm or whatever we're doing. And so Batterskull is just, it's the perfect win condition because it's like unkillable, it does everything you want. Here we can take Ancient Grudge. Yeah, that's fine. Grudge is good. Thing in the Ice, actually, I normally don't like this card, but in this deck it might actually be decent. So we'll take that. Okay, so Yawgmoth's Will did not wheel, I just realized. But someone could have taken it as a speculation. We still got Past in Flames. Oh man. So Citadel is awesome for Storm. Fire Blast is awesome if we get Thousand Year Storm. I'm gonna take Citadel. No! I mean, yes, but also... I should have Fire Blast. I don't know. Citadel has some awesome lines, though, that we could get going. Oh, man. So someone took Yawgwill, so we might not wheel this Lion's Eye Diamond. That's a little bit upsetting, because, like, LED off of Bolas's Citadel is so sick. Could this be the rare time when Lion's Eye Diamond is actually better than Mox Pearl? Because I have Wheel of Fortune, Memory Jar, and Past in Flames. Honestly, oh, this is hard. If Yawgmoth's Will had wheeled, then I would be pretty confident like this isn't going to happen. But like we got second to last pick Thousand Year Storm. Oh man, like this card really powers up the deck, but Mox Pearl is just like a really busted card. So I don't know what to do here. Oh man. I mean, this enables like turn 1 Past in Flames. I'm gonna take Mox Pearl and try and wheel LED. I'm getting greedy. But we did get a second to last pick Thousand Year Storm, so hopefully whoever took Yawgmoth's Will just like took it for like non-Storm playing reasons, if that makes any sense. I don't know, we just gotta be hopeful. Sometimes when you're drafting Storm, you like just have to get lucky. I'm gonna take Deceiver Exarch, I think. This isn't really a Heartbeat of Spring deck, and the rest of this pack is like quite bad for us, except for maybe... Yeah, I'm gonna take Exarch in case we get a Splinter Twin or something, because Storm with Twin is kind of fun. That's a fun combo. Tendrils of Agony. I guess I could just take it, but we do already have Thousand Year Storm, so I don't need it. And it is double black, which we can't really generate too easily. That being said, we should wheel everything that we want from this pack anyway, except for I guess Basalt Monolith. So I could take Basalt Monolith and then wheel Tendrils. And again, if we don't get it, we have Thousand Year Storm, so we can do other things. Although Tendrils plus Bolas's Citadel... Actually, you know what? What do I want? I'm going to try and wheel Tendrils. Let's see what happens here. Could be getting greedy, but I'm a greedy man. High Tide? High Tide's a great card. Thirst for Knowledge is also a good card, but we do have a lot of draw 7s, and just getting extra mana is... very, very important in Storm. Mana Flare. Speaking of extra mana, Mana Flare should come around, so I'm looking at other cards here. Remand is just good interaction. If we're going off and like our opponent tries to stop us, we can like bounce their thing to hand. But Mana Flare though, it should wheel. I'm gonna try and wheel that. So we're gonna take Remand, Looting, or Charted Course, I think. I like Remand because we don't have any interaction yet, so I'm gonna take that. And it's the card least likely to wheel as well. Vampiric Tutor versus a whole bunch of unplayables. Okay, we at this point need to start taking fixing. So I will take Bloodstained Mire. That can at least let us like hope to generate some black mana. Now I can take Blackleaf Cliffs, I guess, because I'm not doing anything else. Kitetail Freebooter could maybe be playable, but we really want to see Lion's Eye Diamond. It might be this pack, it might be the next one. I don't know, I maybe should have taken LED over Mox Pearl. Because like I said, if I was just deciding between those two cards to put in my deck, and there was no other considerations, LED would be better. Yes! LED would be better in this deck. Okay, we're just going to take it. Emery would be interesting with LED, but anyway. This card is better in this deck than Mox Pearl would be, but there's a 0% chance Mox Pearl wheels. And, I mean, we wheeled LED, so the gambit paid off. That's what I'm saying. Heartbeat of Spring versus Relic. Wait, we get another pack. Holy cow, that's good. I guess I'm going to take a Monastery Mentor, again, as like a failsafe, just in case things go weird. Seething Song is pretty nice. Real good with Thousand Year Storm. Bazaar of Baghdad. I guess, is this card even playable here? I don't think so. I'm just going to take a Monastery Swift Spear. It's pretty nice to have a plan B when you're playing Storm. Ooh, actually Beaumont Courier is kind of sweet. I can play it early and then like discard my hand to draw a bunch, and then if my hand had like Past in Flames or something, could be nice. It's probably better sideboard, but it's something. Yeah, we get a whole nother pack. Probably not main decking Batterskull. Okay. Shrine might be main deck. We didn't get Tendrils back. I just realized. I don't know why anyone would have taken it. Or maybe there was Tendrils and I missed it. But that's fine. We don't need Tendrils to win. We have Thousand Year Storm, so like, even with just one Chain Lightning in the deck, we can kill them. Another sweet way to kill them is Thousand Year Storm plus Wheel of Fortune if we get like a Shuffle Eldrazi. Oh wow. Okay. So I'm really gotta prioritize fixing. I have to prioritize a lot in this pack. Consecrated Sphinx is just busted. But I might just want an Azorius Signet and try to wheel Gush. Does that make sense? Because I already have, I guess probably not playing this, but it could be sweet, you never know. I already have a good deal of card draw. I know Consecrated Sphinx plus Wheel can like basically let me draw my entire deck. Gush is really good with Thousand Year Storm too. Like we should have islands, so like play this, cast Gush. I wish I had Fire Blast, that would be such an easy way to win the game. But I think I tied Chain Lightning, Remand, Ritual, Seething Song. I think I want this over the Sphinx, just because I need cheap plays. That could definitely be wrong. Oh wow. Spell Pierce is good, Impulse is good, Banefire is good, but I think I pretty much have to take the fixing if I want this deck to work. Although, I don't really need that much red, so I could just take Impulse and try and wheel Banefire, which is another like sweet win condition with Thousand Year Storm. I'm gonna try and, we're gonna get a little greedy here. This is kind of falling under the mana fixing, or card draw is mana fixing mentality, where like red is kind of a splash color, because we're only going to be casting red spells if we're going off, like Desperate Ritual, Wheel of Fortune, Seething Song, Past in Flames, things like that. So we can be heavy blue, and then we can just use Impulse to find a red source. And Impulse is a spell which triggers Thousand Year Storm. We can flash back with Past in Flames. So it kind of does everything we want. Same with Brainstorm. We have one shuffle. Expansion Explosion is also kind of nice. It does do damage, but that should come around, and having a 1-mana spell is really nice. Ooh, Strip Mine. Can't really play Strip Mine in this deck, but Glenelendra gives us protection, I guess, against like a heavy matchup. Oh man, Turnabout is so good with Thousand Year Storm, but Lightning Bolt does damage. Oh man, Turnabout should wheel. We already have High Tide as well. We have Past in Flames, so we can flashback Chain Lightning. I don't have any way to shuffle, so it's kind of we really got to go deep with this Thousand Year Storm Chain Lightning, but I think honestly just this is better. I'm not playing Shrine. Oh, I guess we have Jace. Jace can technically flash it back. I think this is better, because just generating mana is something our deck normally can't do, and that's going to be the bottleneck. If we're going off with Thousand Year Storm in play, we're going to be able to hit our entire deck. The real concern, I guess, is decking ourselves. That's kind of a problem, but we'll get there. It's fine. I don't think I'm playing black, so all of our fixing does nothing. Lotus, oh man. This is a good pack. Lotus Bloom, Cabal Ritual, Gitaxian Probe, Blood Crypt, Yawgmoth's Bargain to a lesser extent. So I don't have like Mind's Desire or any real way to abuse the Bloom. So it would basically be, if this is in my opening hand, it's good. Otherwise, it doesn't do very much. I might just take Probe over Lotus Bloom, Because this is like card draw, really good with Thousand Year Storm. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Palancron. How many creatures? What creatures do I have? Glendolendra, Jace, Thing in the Ice. I was thinking of Oath of Druids, but Palancron's kind of sweet. We could go infinite. I don't think I'm going to main deck it. Wow, Steam Vents and Dig Through Time? I have to take Steam Vents, I think. This kind of sucks though. Dig Through Time would be real nice in the deck, but Steam Vents is like it's a dual land that's also an island for High Tide, which seems really good. Glendolendra is probably going to be in the deck, so I need like one more burn spell. We wield Gush, which is nice. I don't know if I'm going to get one more burn spell. If I had just taken the Fire Blast instead of Bolus's Citadel. Oh, we got Banefire. Okay, game's over. Banefire is a great plan B. I feel pretty safe now. Oh, there's also Expansion Explosion. Okay, we're fine. Because, like, Banefire for 1 can definitely win the game. This is why I'm not that worried about winning with Storm, is like, you're going to win if you play your entire deck, you know? If we have Thousand Year Storm active, ooh. Okay, so Expansion Explosion is really sweet with Thousand Year Storm. You can, like, triple copy a spell. Alright, I'll take that. Probably playing that over Banefire. Copperline Gorge lets me play Ancient Grudge. Rekindling Phoenix gives me a plan B though. I'll take the plan B option. We have like decent burn now. I'll take Terminate just in case. Yeah, I think this is better. Copy a spell, you can choose new targets versus Banefire, which can't be countered if it's 5 or more, but they're not going to be countering it anyway. This requires double red, but if we can cast like Turnabout with Thousand Year Storm, we should just win. Hard to say. Glorybringer again for the plan B. Last pick, Oath of Druids? That's no respect. Okay. What are we working with here? Bloodstained Mire, Steam Vents. Mox Pearl is a land. 24. Oh, I didn't wield the Mana Flare either. I might have been competing with someone who was drafting Storm, but like a different type of Storm deck. But they didn't take Lyons that diamond, so I don't really know why some of those cards disappeared. But they could have, like, if they just had like Mana Flare, Time Spiral plus Eldrazi, that could definitely be something worth playing. So I'd be on board with that. So what are we doing here? The thing I don't like about Wheel of Fortune is if we discard Thousand Year Storm. Wait a second. That's a problem. If we discard Thousand Year Storm, we just can't win because I don't have any shuffles. Okay. What if I put in Monastery Mentor? I have Metamorphose, Mox Pearl, Lion's Eye Diamond. Because Palancron High Tide is like very hard to go infinite with. Maybe. We'll see how that goes like game 2, I think. Oh, we also have Azorius Signet. So casting Mentor is not that hard. I guess we could just win off Thing in the Ice though. Or I don't play Thing in the Ice and I play Mentor instead. That's an option. Because we can just go off with a Monastery Mentor. That can just kill them in like 2 turns. Thing in the Ice is fine, but it's really hard to like actually kill your opponent with it. But it does block. I think I'm going to try Mentor. And I kind of want one more land, but I don't know what to cut. So 16 land. With double Signet, I feel okay with 16 land, I think. We want mostly islands. I don't know why there's any green here. I don't even want a plains. Mentor's just like, in case things go terribly, terribly wrong, we have a Monastery Mentor. 7-4. We can make it 8-4. Oh, I can make it 9-4. Okay. That's not too bad. That's 10 islands with High Tide and Turnabout. Maybe I do run Bane. It's a lot easier to kill with Banefire than it is to kill with Expansion Explosion, but I guess we could also just target my opponent with the card draw. And that might be definitely less than 20 if we've cast Wheel of Fortune and Memory Jarred. Okay, I'm on board with that. We got 15 lands plus a Mox Pearl. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources, which seems honestly good enough. Yeah, let's do it like this. I think I like Mentor. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 white sources. I'm just gonna put in Banefire instead. That's a lot of burn. We should be able to win with all of these burn conditions. See you guys round one. All right, we are playing against Owali. Let's go first. Okay. We keep these, I think. Especially on the play. I'm gonna lead with mostly islands. But if I draw like Mox or something, I could definitely just see going turn 2 Desperate Ritual, Wheel of Fortune. That does put me up on cards. Hey, they sent me a message. Hey, you too. Little do they know I always have fun. Let's play Mountain. They're playing black, so I'm going to play the Mox. I'm going to play the Mox. Sorry, people keep getting mad at me. Where it is one with the jank. Beautiful. Given that they said that, we're gonna wait a little bit more. Just making land drops is good. Although, I guess if I draw Thousand Year Storm, then I can no longer cast Wheel of Fortune. So that's a reason to fire it off pretty quick. Yeah, I should cast Wheel of Fortune. We do have, uh-oh. What do you mean one with the jank? You got Vampiric Tutor plus Swamp. That's a combo older than time. We do have Brainstorm. I forgot about that. So I can Brainstorm if I have Wheel of Fortune. I can Brainstorm away my Thousand Year Storm, then cast Wheel. That's a real combo. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I strongly regret not playing Wheel of Fortune against an opponent with Fast Bond. Bloodstained Mire. So this can get Steam Vents, which I do like. Oh boy. This feels really bad giving them a full hand. But I can go Desperate Ritual, Wheel of Fortune, I untap with 2 mana. Sure. Giving them a full hand, but we'll see what happens here. Tendrils is gone. Okay. Oh, I know. So we have Turnabout. We have a lot of mana. I can't do anything else, so we just gotta hope for next turn that they don't have Yogg-Will. Their hand was terrible, though. So now I feel pretty bad about that wheel. But they're down to 11. So if this is... okay. It's gonna be hard to kill me with that. I'm just gonna burn them out on my turn. Uh-oh. That's bad. They're down to 3. So if they don't have Yogg-Will, or they whiff on the top with Bolas's Citadel, we're in business. I think I needed to... what was that? Collective Brutality? Just to gain life? Oh no, they have Imperial Seal! If they have Yogg-Will, we're dead. But they can't cast it, actually, because they're at 3 life. What was that? Search for his Kanta. Bribery me. Okay. They get Glen Elendra, but they don't have blue mana. That was their last card in hand. Okay. Let's play LED. The man open didn't matter too much. Let's start with Chain Lightning. Easiest game of my life. Okay. On the sideboarding. So our opponent's Tendril Storm nonsense. We could set into like mono red stuff. Ancient Grudge can kill Bolas's Citadel. Like in response to Tendrils. Do I bring in any creatures here? I kind of like the Mentor. That's what I thought. They were so close to going off. That's rough. That's super unfortunate. Do I want... basically, their deck seems kind of slow to interaction. I really want to bring in Monastery Mentor, but maybe just like a Batter Skull is better. We're just gonna keep it the same. I'm gonna have fun storming out. I think if I wanted to like win and not do the Storm Mirror, I could just bring in all the red cards and just play like Burn against the opponent who's trying to burn me out. Seems pretty good. This hand seems kind of bad. If I hit a land, it's nice, but even then it's kind of bad. I gotta mulligan this. There we go. keep this. Get rid of Memory Jar. Because I have Wheel of Fortune. And I know my opponent has Yogg-Will now because they were so kind to tell me about it. I'm going to get Steam Vents with this because I don't want to have to draw Steam Vents and then fetch a mountain with this. Okay, Search is really good with Yogg-Will. Will not pay life. Ooh, Metamorphose. Okay. We could have a pretty good turn on our hands. Especially if I draw like Turnabout. If all blue open, okay. Island go. I very much appreciate my opponent's deck though. Oh! Okay. That hurts. Pretty rough. Let's go. Just keep playing Island. They know we drew Azorius Signet, but that's okay. We just need mana. I'm gonna try and save my spells to draw like Thousand Year Storm. I strongly regret getting rid of Memory Jar. And we both have... No, they stole my Glenelendra, that's right. Remand is nice. I don't mind that. Let's pass turn. If they like play the 6 mana thing, we can remand it. This flips if they have 7 cards. Black Lotus, okay. That's a good card. Their deck is really good. They have Black Lotus, LED, Yogg-Will, Leovold. So they still have green. I can kill Leovold. We have to remand here. But that was smart getting more green. Because now they just recast him. And now we can't draw extra cards. Which is slightly problematic. Ooh. So they're going to Inquisition. I don't really have any interaction here. So I guess we just pass F6. And see what happens. They have Leovold and 2 unknown. This could just be a value Yogg-Will, which would make sense. Yep. Take Metamorphose. Or take High Tide. Yeah. Well, on the bright side, Search for Kanto is very far from flipping. But we have drawn, like, only lands this whole game, I think. Which is kind of ridiculous. Is this a Time Spiral? Yeah. Alright, well, I was thinking about High Tiding in response, but that seems like a terrible idea. They crack LED, they have Tendrils in hand. Okay, we'll see what happens here. We draw 1 card. It is a remand. That can do some stuff. We don't actually get to draw off of it, though, is the sad thing. So I'm definitely bringing in Glorybringer to deal with Leovold. Just repeal my Mox. Okay, I'm going to make mana with it. I don't want to increase the storm count, but they can just attack me to death with Leovold as well. Collective Brutality. I don't want to give them more storm, so... Yeah, we lose our remand. I think we're dead. We're at 17, virtually 14, and they have a storm count of 6, so they can tendrils us down to 2 life. If they have it. Yeah. So... I don't know if there's a card I can draw now, because I just have a Signet. I can't actually draw spells. I guess Chain Lightning would do it. Because I can Chain Lightning, kill Leovold, and then hope to come back. But they do get to flip Search for his Kanto then. Ooh, and they have Treasure Cruise, okay. Well, they don't get to flip Search. We need to draw Chain Lightning exactly this turn, or Banefire. Okay, alright, on to game 3. Their deck is really spicy. Yeah, Glorybringer's getting in there. What don't I like? Brainstorm is a little bit sketchy against Leovold, but they do have a good amount of discard. So I think I do that. They have a lot of basics, so Magus isn't that good. I think Monastery Mentor as well. Just gives me like a very good plan B of just killing them. Then what don't I want? Desperate Ritual is kind of weak. It only adds 1, but it is really good with Thousand Year Storm. I really want to storm off with like not Glorybringer, but yeah, it's just too hard to cast Mentor. But I do need this as another way to kill Leovold. But I just don't know what card to get rid of. Could see Brainstorm going. Alright, we'll get rid of Brainstorm. Just because it's so bad against Leovold and we only have 1 fetch, so most of the time it won't be that great. What's with the mulligans? It took me forever to type that. How am I mulliganing when my opponent's deck is the janker one? No! That was the same... I just traded away my lands. Oh my gosh. I'm keeping this, but we really got to hit well off this Memory Jar. This is unfortunate. Hopefully they Inquisition me. That's not in Inquisition. So I don't actually want to shuffle with Bloodstained Mire because I put 2 mountains on the bottom. Oh no, I do. I don't want to draw Steam Vents. Drawing mountains is okay. But the Mold of 5 is not good. Did they keep... They chose to shuffle, so that's good. Opponent's misclicking a lot over here. Giving me all the chances to win. Although my Magic Online luck is not. Gitaxian Probe. I think I saved that. I could hit a Signet. Okay, we'll do it. Well, their hand is really bad. They can play Arena, but the rest is not great. Ooh, Glenalendra. Okay, that's good. Swamp is gone. Sometimes you just mulligan to 4, but they get to get down Phyrexian Arena before I can get down Glenalendra, which hurts. They drew a Swamp, so I know most of their hand. We gotta play Glenalendra here before we cast Wheel. So they get 1 turn to do something. They play Island, Metamorphose. We attack for 2. They don't have green mana either. Cast Memory Jar. I'm tapping out again with Glenalendra because like I need this in play to win, and Glenalendra will be good as the game goes on anyway. But we should be able to go off next turn, hopefully. Especially if we draw High Tide. They can Inquisition my Wheel, but we have Memory Jar still. Mountain. Do I go for it? They're at 16 life. They have Treasure Cruise, Time Spiral, Fastbond, Worm Coil. I think if they go like Forest Leovold, that's bad, but the rest of this is okay. I think I'm gonna wait 1 more turn because if I hit Thousand Year Storm off of Memory Jar, I would like to be able to do that and have Glenalendra up. So I'm gonna wait. Because like this stops so many things. And I know their hand is mostly garbage. They draw Forest. Leovold, what is this? Worm Coil, sure. So they're effectively at 11. I should be able to do 11 damage. I think I'm going to Memory Jar now. Although I would like to cast Metamorphose so it's in my graveyard. Okay, let's draw. That was a good one to hit. So let's cast Mox Pearl, Metamorphose. We're going to add blue-red, I think. I want to hold control because I want a Memory Jar in response. Okay, well that didn't work, but I drew an island, so that's fine. Let's draw some good stuff. Turnabout Banefire, that can probably just do it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we go down to, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I have 10. So I can Banefire them for, I can put them to 1 this way, I think. Let's do the math again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what I cast. And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can Banefire for 9 and hit them for 2 down to 1 life. And then they die to Phyrexian Arena. Okay. Turnabout me. Land untap. Making it easy over here, right? Oh, I have 11. Yeah. Yeah, so they go to 1 on their upkeep and then die. Good old Phyrexian Arena. They could repeal on upkeep. We'll see what they're discarding. They didn't get rid of repeal, but they die. Yes, we did it. Woo! I probably could have gone off. We'll see. Oh, there it was. That would have been nice. Okay, well, we killed my opponent. Not by storming, but just by... I don't know what's going on. I'll see you guys next round. Alright, welcome to round 2. We're playing against Rex Explosion. Ugh. I think I keep this hand, but I think I want more lands in this deck. That's what I've concluded. They mulligan, which is good. They're playing green, which is not good. Green is a tough matchup for Storm because they just kill you. Ooh, Signet was like the perfect draw though. They just kill you dead real fast. I think I'm going to try and save Brainstorm now for Thousand Year Storm. They have a Signet. They attack for 1. Whoa! Scavenging Goose? Oh, alright. All islands. Next turn I get to Factor Fiction. Okay, so we drew pretty well. I can't complain anymore. Brainstorm. Okay. This looks like Bant. Whoa. Okay, this is more than black. This is more than Bant. I really want that tapped. Perfect. They're down to 2 cards in hand. Down to 1 card. Blade Spicer is good, but they only have 1 card left. They have a decent clock, so we have to keep that in mind. Still playing Islands, because I could Factor Fiction for Steam Vents, and I'm gonna pass turn. Scavenging Ooze is actually problematic, but they only have 2 green sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. So I'm dead in 3 turns currently. This could just be natural order. No, it's not natural order. Oh. Okay. That's a problem. But it means they're killing me more slowly. And they only have 1 card in hand. Like, them not attacking is great. That's an odd split. It's a very odd split. I feel like I just take that pile. Then I can Chain Lightning down the Scavenging Ooze. And then I'm pretty safe. And that's why I waited to play the Mountain. So I can Brainstorm. But the turn I want to go off, I guess I can just Turnabout my lands. So I just let all of this happen. Chain Lightning the Scavenging Ooze so they can't exile these cards from my graveyard. Yeah, and then the turn I want to go off, I just untap all my lands. I didn't realize how good Turnabout was against opposition until today. So let's go Mountain, Chain Lightning the Ooze. Yeah, do that. And pass turn. Now they only have 3 creatures. Golos, okay, they have 4. Hopefully they don't have like a good utility land to find. They're like miles away from, okay, they're close to activating Golos actually. Wait, green, white, green, red, blue, black, white. Holy cow, they can actually activate Golos. That's good for them. So they tap my Signet. That was a good move. I can't actually Banefire Golos here, so Signet gets tapped. But they're not attacking me, that's the thing. I'm gonna start tapping mana. That way it's not clear whether or not I'm going to Turnabout, so they have to decide what to do. Oh, they're smart, they're doing it in my draw step. Tap that one. I think I'm going to Impulse here. High Tide is definitely what I want. This then lands. Play Island, pass turn. Hope they don't hit anything too busted off of Golos. Hope they attack as well. No attacks, no Golos activation. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's scary. Alright, deck. Nothing too good. Please. Knight of Autumn and Leovold? Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Remember when I said nothing too good? How about the best 2 possible hits? Oh boy. Sometimes. They tapped on my red here. So I float mana. Depending on how they do this, I still might be able to go off. Oh wait, they're not gonna stop during my draw step? Alright, float. Add blue here. So now I want to High Tide. Oh, did I mess up? No, I didn't. We're good. I get exactly 4 mana from this. This is actually really interesting. I might actually be able to do this. But I'm missing double red. Never mind, I can get red off of this. Yep, I have to do that. But I get 2 more mana off of this land. Keep turning off auto yield just to make sure this goes through. Go up to 4. I Turnabout me. Oh no! Oh god, I messed up really bad. I needed to wait for the tap downs to resolve. Yeah, because now they're gonna untap and then tap. That sucks. Yeah, I needed to wait. For some reason I forgot about that. Whoops. That is probably gonna cost me the game, to be honest. That's a really rough punt. It's like something you wouldn't think about. So I can't Brainstorm, so I just lost mana. That's not good. I think I still might be okay. You have to have a clear head when you're storming off here. So we're gonna go 1,000 Year Storm. I should have way more mana for this. Or do I go Past in Flames first? I think I have to go Past in Flames first. Which is, yeah, that sucks. Because I could have gone Thousand Year Storm and then Past in Flames Turnabout, but I don't get access to Thousand Year Storm. I think I can still win, even with that mistake. So this gives me Past in Flames, but I would need to use Lion's Eye Diamond to cast Turnabout. And then I would have 1, 2, 3. I think actually I should be able to just do it. So let's play LED first. We're going to hold control, cast Past in Flames, crack Lion's Eye Diamond for blue. Then I'm going to go High Tide into Turnabout. I think I still have this, which is impressive. Land, untap. Banefire you for death. Wow, even with that mistake, we still got there. Let me make sure. They're at 17. They have no activated abilities or anything. Exactly lethal. Wow. They get to draw 1, but that's fine. Okay, so that shows you. If you make a mistake, don't get tilted, don't shame concede. You can still pull it together and close the game. I should have been able to win that on easy mode with like Thousand Year Storm plus Turnabout and all that, but we didn't, and we still did it. We were still fine. Also, I've played against Leovold twice, which feels real bad, but I beat it, so there's that. Thing in the Ice seems actually pretty nice in this matchup. Maybe better than Glorybringer, honestly. And again, I think I'm going to cut Brainstorm just because of how bad it is against Leovold. I just realized post-sideboard that I should almost certainly bring in Magus of the Moon. So we're going to do that next game. I guess I keep this hand. I'm going to lead on Mountains now because it's possible their deck has Strip Mine because they have Golos in like a bunch of weird colors. So who knows? Tithe Taker, sure. Now I will definitely be playing Thing in the Ice. That's such a good card against their deck. Because, like, they opposition me, but then I can just bounce their stuff. Okay, Scavenging Ooze, I think I want to die, but I also would like to play around Spell Pierce or something. They have Seachrome Coast open. I'm just going to wait. I have to remember I cannot Factor Fiction Scavenging Ooze on their turn because of Tithe Taker. But yeah, okay, block. Their deck is something else. 4-color aggro in Vintage Cube, it just doesn't work usually. Blade Splicer, okay. We have 3 cards left. Let's go Mountain. I'm very tempted just to Banefire the Scavenging Ooze so they can't exile stuff from my graveyard. But I can also go Seething Song. 1, 2, 3. I'll have 6, so I can go Seething Song, Metamorphose, Impulse, flip Thing in the Ice, hit them for 7, bounce all their creatures. But bouncing their creatures doesn't do that much here. So I think I'm just going to main phase Factor Fiction. That's bad. We're going to Banefire Scavenging Ooze for 2. Then next turn I can end of turn Factor Fiction or hold up the ability to flip Thing in the Ice. They get a Thing in the Ice. That's decent. Theirs cannot flip because it's a token, so it doesn't have a backside. I think. I guess we'll find out together. Exiling Thing in the Ice kind of hurt. I guess I main phase. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to main phase Factor Fiction here. That decides like what lands I play and such. Turnabout Basalt Monolith versus Expansion Explosion. So I have so many draw 7s. I could also find High Tide off of Impulse, so I kind of want to take Turnabout. Yeah. And I want to play an island here. Pass turn. At the very worst, I could use Turnabout to buy time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they actually activate Lumbering Falls and attack, then if they play their cards right, I can't stop them from Turnabout because they move to combat and then I have to Turnabout, and then after I Turnabout they Lumbering Falls. So this isn't great. Island was not a good draw. I mean, it's better than Mountain here, so let's go Island. We certainly start with Seething Song. Yeah, the Turnabout play is too risky, because if they see the line, it's bad, and like Turnabout represents mana for me, like it's not a dead card. I'm gonna Metamorphose for double blue. Gitaxian Probe. Going down to 1 doesn't really matter, so let's do that. Sphinx and Knight of Autumn, okay. Simic Signet. So Impulse has to hit something. Memory Jar. Okay. So I just gotta get like a Pass in Flames, I guess. Turnabout me. I want to have blue open, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Land, untap. Let's cast Memory Jar. We only have 3 mana open. I don't actually know what I can do here to win. I probably need red. Let's see, I'm trying to think of, I don't have that many things that untap lands. But I could draw like Wheel of Fortune into LED. So let's go like this. There we go, Wheel of Fortune LED. Pass in Flames in the graveyard. I have a couple rituals I could hit, I guess. Let me think about this. So I can just crack LED, and then I'll have 1 mana left over after casting Pass in Flames, which is not enough. I can Wheel of Fortune LED. I basically need to find a way to cast Turnabout, and I don't know if that exists, but I guess we'll find out together. Hold control, cast Wheel of Fortune, crack LED for red. I think I have to cast Pass in Flames, but I already used, I don't think I can win the game here. I'm gonna look at my deck list for a second. I guess I can hit a Mox or something. This has to be cracked for red though. There's Mox Pearl. I can still only go up to 5 mana though. Desperate Ritual. I can cast Pass in Flames, but I only have a single red mana up. No, actually I have no mana left. Okay, we're dead. I tried my best here. On to game 3. Them taking Thing in the Ice was really clutch. I kind of want to bring this in, but at the same time, I also just need stuff that like impacts the board. I do get to be on the play, which is really good. And their mana is really bad. I think I'm going to keep... This deck is great. I just, I was forced to go off at like just the slightly wrong time. Let's go first. I'll keep this hand. This hand's good. The ritual doesn't do much. We're going to play mostly islands here. Hopefully we get a turn 3 Fact or Fiction. They actually can't Knight of Autumn or Signet on curve, which is nice. Let's do that. Play Signet. Go. If I need to Expansion Explosion, I can Desperate Ritual. What is their mana base? It's kind of awesome. Tithe Taker. Okay, so we're just going to main phase Foff, I guess. Those are all good cards. This is a tough split for the opponent, I think. Because Turnabout generates mana, but so does Basalt Monolith. And I guess they need to decide whether they cut me off of mana or cards. But I think I just got to take this pile. The Mox doesn't matter, and Turnabout I can hit with Flashback. So let's pass turn. Next turn I can go like Basalt Monolith, go. And their clock is not scary yet. If they don't have Knight of Autumn, that's really good. Island was amazing draw. Let's go Island. Basalt Monolith. Pass turn. And then next turn we might go for it, but we don't even have to. Like, the more land drops I hit, the better and better High Tide gets. Ooh, that's a Steam Vents. I have a lot of mana. Opponent could have a counterspell, which would be a little bit unfortunate. So I think I just pass turn. I want them to do something. Because, like, I'm just making land drops, and that's great for me. I could Expansion Explosion to draw a bunch of cards. One. I know this costs 1 more. Steam Vents tapped. Play Island. So, like, what am I scared of here? What reason do I have to try and go off? Because if I go for the Wheel of Fortune play and they do happen to have, like, Cryptic Command, I'm kind of in trouble. I think I wait another turn. I just want them to play something. If they do absolutely nothing, I think I have to Expansion Explosion them end of turn. Yeah, let's do this. I think I just go face. I draw cards. So I'm not going to high tide for this. I'll draw 5. I'm not playing around days, I haven't seen it yet. And if they spend their mana countering this, then I have Wheel of Fortune. Okay, works for me. I like Thing in the Ice. That gives me some good insurance. So we go Island, Thing in the Ice, probably Jace. And I can still flip Thing in the Ice, can I? Impulse, Gush, Desperate Ritual, High Tide. So if I really need to, I can flip Thing in the Ice. Play LED, pass turn. They're not doing anything. Angel of Sanctions, okay. Exile until it leaves. So they probably target Thing in the Ice. That's my only way to deal with Angel, I think. But that's okay, because I can untap Basalt Monolith. It costs 4 because Tithe Taker, but that's a ton of mana to have access to. Untap here. Oh, Remand, that's game, I think. Remand just makes it kind of over. So let's go High Tide. Oh wait, High Tide gives them mana. That's okay. High Tide gives me like basically infinite mana. 1, 2, 3, play Mountain. 5, 6 for 1,000-Year Storm. So I just have to not deck myself. That's really the only consideration. So they have like Mana Drain or something. Yeah, so we remand the counter spell. That's game. Let's go Desperate Ritual. Actually, let's flip Jace, flashback Turnabout, I guess. But my hand's so good. Let's go Desperate Ritual. Flip Jace. Or I guess I can Impulse now. That won't deck me. I can just get the best card. Glenalendra. Past in Flames. Okay, no! They didn't let me show them all the beautiful things. We were just going to like... we could have probably hit our opponent for like 100,000 damage, and I'm not even exaggerating. Because I was going to Turnabout... Well, I was going to cast High Tide and get like 10 High Tides and then get like 15 Turnabouts. Oh man, an active 1,000-Year Storm is definitely fun. See you guys in the finals. If I can throw with this deck, I'll be so happy. See you guys there. Alright, we're here in the finals against Trader 081111. We're gonna keep. This hand is very fast. We need to draw 7. And I guess red mana. Didn't realize that. Okay, that's pretty good. I was gonna say I could like try and play around Mana Tithe because turn 1 Razorverge Thicket seems kind of aggro, but they didn't have it, so that's good. Yeah, it's like I'm not really in a position to play around Mana Tithe because my hand is so good. Ooh, Glenalendra. I think I would rather Factor Fiction. I'll do it on their upkeep. Oh, thank you. Because that way if they interact, they can't draw with Library. And Foff is kind of nice. Also, Library is not that good against Storm because we're just going off. Yeah, Past in Flames makes Foff splits really bad. 2 lands versus all of those things. That was a good split, actually. I get Remand as well. Yeah, I guess their only hope is that I'm mana screwed. But I think I just let that happen. I take the lands, I play Glenalendra, I have Brainstorm. Because if I draw a red source, I can just go Ritual, Seething Song, Past in Flames, Ritual, Seething Song, Wheel of Fortune anyway. And lands give me better High Tides as well. That was actually a very, very good split by the opponent. Simic Signet, okay. So we can go land, Glenalendra, go. I don't want to Signet yet, like we're just waiting to hit a red source basically. We don't counter that. She comes back. So they must be like some kind of control something. Get rid of my upkeep, stop. Okay. We're gonna wait as long as possible to cast Brainstorm because we just have stuff to do now. Expansion Explosion. Still don't have red mana. Alright, let's cast Simic Signet. Play an island, hit for 1. We could Expansion Explosion a Brainstorm, but I would prefer to Expansion Explosion something good that they have. CMC 4 or less. Okay, that's fair. Glenalendra down. They draw, they play a land. I'm gonna wait one more turn. There's our mountain. Okay, we're good. I think I just go for it now. Does that make sense? How much mana can I actually generate? Because I'm not that scared of what they're doing yet, but they could like kill all of these and then I would be in a rough spot. I can go like Seething Song, or Desperate Ritual, Seething Song. I have Past in Flames as well for Factor Fiction. Or I can wait one more turn. That gives me one extra land drop and one extra card draw. I'm gonna wait one turn. I also have Expansion Explosion to kill like a Planeswalker they play. This could be definitely wrong, but they're not playing blue or black. Okay, they're playing blue. What is going on? That's a lot of cards, a lot of colors. That was exactly what I was scared of too. Like literally the card, I talked about it. I was like, they could Fiery Confluence these. I think at this point we're just gonna go for a big Expansion Explosion. Let's go Desperate Ritual, Seething Song. Here. Expansion Explosion. I draw cards. I'm gonna play around days here. I guess I'll do it this way. Like, or Force Spike is the only way I really die. And this also lets me cast Brainstorm. So those die. But now I get to look at their hand and do all this busted stuff. That gives me a Steam Vents. Now let's see what's in your hand. Terminus, Sneak Attack, Path to Exile. My gosh. They have Sneak Attack Emrakul. Okay. Well then. We really need to go for broke here, I think. Because Sneak Attack Emrakul kind of just kills me. That's like nothing else does anything except for specifically the card Sneak Attack. I don't think I can recover from that. It would be nice to be able to, but I can fetch a Steam Vents. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. I flashback Past in Flames for 5, so I have 4 mana left. Then I Desperate Ritual, go up to 5. Seething Song, go up to 7. I can copy Seething Song to go up to 9. And then just hope to get there off Factor Fiction. But what am I going to get there? I guess 1,000 Year Storm plus Chain Lightning. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. In general, I think this should be a good matchup because their deck seems pretty slow. So we go LED, crack LED, or blue. Because I'm going to use 1 red to cast Past in Flames, and then I'm going to use the other red to cast Rituals, and then I'm going to have an infinite red. Past in Flames. Now we go Desperate Ritual. Then Seething Song. I guess I just Taxian Probe again. I think. No, because I want a Wheel of Fortune. I really want to copy the Seething Song to get more mana. Like, use Expansion to do that, but then I won't have any blue. And then I'm basically banking on hitting Metamorphose, but it's a 50% chance. Take a 50% chance. So we're going to hold control, cast Seething Song, and then with that on the stack, we're going to copy it. Yeah, I need the mana more than I need anything else. That's a lot of mana. Now I can cast Wheel of Fortune. We got there, I believe. Metamorphose. Well, we kind of got there. We're going to cast this. I basically just need 1,000 Year Storm. Blue, blue. Okay. What is the storm count here? 7? They're actually just dead. Okay. Yeah, I could just 1,000 Year Storm into Chain Lightning. 3, 4, 5. Chain Lightning U. Right? There's 7 cards cast. If I cast Gush, I die. So we just do this. That's 21 damage. Wow. Actually got there. Well, we'll see. I don't think there's anything they can do. They Force Spike 1 and they still die. Beautiful. Okay. Against a slow Emrakul-ish deck, Thing in the Ice doesn't really stop Sneak Attack Emrakul because like they put it into play, we bounce it to their hand, but then they can just put it into play again. So I think I just keep it as it is. Their deck seems, at least game 1, poorly matched up. I mean, they hit us with what in my mind was like the worst thing that could have happened given those colors, which was the thing that killed 3 artifacts, and we still just killed them. So let's see what happens. Ooh, this hand's good. Let's keep. Impulse can hopefully find Factor Fiction. We got a Signet to accelerate. What? Land tax. Okay. They're gonna play that game. Let's go island. Land tax on the play is not that great, but they could try and not play a land here. Oh. Thalia is a little bit problematic. We're going to have to burn her out. I'm gonna play Bloodstained Mire. I can't Banefire for one, I don't think. Yeah, I can't. Okay, so we're just gonna go Bloodstained Mire pass. They might miss a land drop now. Okay, well then land tax is just dead, which is good for me. Brightling, okay. Take the 2. Their deck is weird. I guess they must have just sided into like a super aggro deck. Like they probably got like a last pick Brightling and Thalia because people don't respect that card. I kind of want to just kill Thalia. Yeah, let's just Banefire down Thalia for 1. Go. So I can take quite a bit of damage actually. This thing can hit for 5. Gruel Signet, okay. Well, if they have Sneak Attack plus Emrakul in hand, so be it. I'm not going to skip a land drop just to prevent them from land taxing. I don't really care that much if they get lands in hand. I just need to set up for a very fast kill. So I'm gonna go Simic Signet. Not too much I can hit off Impulse that I would use now, so let's just go past turn. Like, yes, if their last 2 cards are Sneak Attack, Emrakul, I die, but if I can find Turnabout, we could be able to just kill them. Ooh, that's a good combo. That's kind of spicy. I think I'm just going to try and go off next turn, because they have access to so many cards now with Faithless Looting plus land tax. Well, that's not a Sneak Attack Emrakul, but it could be something scarier. Fractured Identity. Okay, well, that kind of sucks, but we're going to Impulse in response. Lion's Eye Diamond helps with Memory Jar, I guess. So I'm going to go land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High Tide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into Memory Jar. Okay. I guess the question I'm asking myself is, do I go for it now? Or do I wait 1 more turn? Every extra turn gives me like way more mana, but it also means like my opponent can do a bunch of busted stuff. They have Sneak Attack in their deck. They've drawn half of their deck, so it's really likely they have it. I think I'm just going to go for it here. I'll tap you for red, I think. Actually, how much red do I want? Because right now I'm only going to have 1 red mana. That's probably enough. I'm going to tap it for blue, and then I'm going to Lion's Eye Diamond for red. Because 3 blue should be enough. Hold control. Actually, I don't even have to hold control. I can just LED for red. Then draw. Okay, we got Turnabout. Ooh, this is interesting. So Turnabout gives me a bunch of mana. I might be able to Expansion Explosion them. I think I actually can. Let's Seething Song. So I have 8 mana right now. Turnabout puts me down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's actually not enough. Turnabout me. Land untap. So I can Brainstorm and hope to hit a draw 7. Or I can Expansion Explosion for like an amount. Tap this for red, because I have like absurd amounts of blue now, but I could also find Past in Flames off Brainstorm. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, let's Brainstorm. There's Past in Flames, okay. That should just do it. I can Chain Lightning them to death. That should just do it though. I can Turnabout Banefire them. Yeah, this makes me like very mana efficient though. Cast Past in Flames. Then I cast High Tide. Then I cast Turnabout. And untap. Then I Seething Song. And then I Banefire. Let's do 15. Got there! That was beautiful. Really glad I went for that there. High Tide Turnabout is just so absolutely busted. I'm gonna look at that deck again. That deck was... This might be my best Storm deck of the season so far. And I know people are gonna be like, well, this is the winningest, but a lot of the other Storm decks you draft, like, there's a lot of luck involved too. So losing, I could have like lost with a better deck. But this one seems pretty consistent, because I had a lot of islands. I had the Steam Vents, which was clutch. Because I could like Steam Vents and then tap that for red when going off. Thousand Year Storm is so much fun. I love this card, but I didn't even need it because I was just Banefiring kids. That was fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to link, if you like watching Storm, other Storm particular videos in the things that'll show up. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoy your day. See you guys soon.